Okay, here we are on the Learning Stories page. So, a learning story is something that we're celebrating a child's development. We're telling a story to the child about their developmental journey and how far they've come and how we're excited about their future has for them. It's not where we're pointing out the ways they failed at learning how to walk or failed at learning how to tie shoes. That's not what the story is about. We're celebrating what they're doing right now, what they're learning about right now, the joy and the wonder that children have for learning and experiencing life. That's what story we're going to tell. And then we're going to use that learning story. We're going to use it for DRDPs, desired results developmental profiles. So, because that's a required piece of paper that you have to give to the state so you can get subsidies for your program. And so, instead of focusing on the papers, I want you to focus on the children and what they're showing you and communicating to you, and so that you're being responsive and responding with age appropriate curriculum. And so we're going to respond with this lovely story about their development. We're going to be inclusive and responsive because we're including all the voices. We're quoting what the child is saying. It's going to be in our voice. We're including the response from the family. So it's a community effort. This learning story is a community effort. It's including all the voices in the community. We're going to post it so everyone can read about it. Children can reflect on their play and build on those past experiences, so they're going to have more sophisticated play. We're going to be developing partnerships with parents because they're going to see what their children are doing during the day, and they can connect and they can see that you are a professional because you've written all these things about development and how you made the connections about their learning through this learning story. So I want you to use you. I saw you do this and then you did that. That's for the observation section. For the what it means to me section, you say, when you put your feet on top of the bricks, it made me think blah, 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 blah. When I saw you sit down, it reminded me of blah, 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 blah. And that's how you do it. When I saw you sit down, I was reminded of how far you've come in your walking and your jumping, and then parentheses. Gross motor locomotive, right? That's from the DRDP. So we use the foundations to plan and the DRDP to assess. And so you work through the what it means to me. You need 5 measures for the DRDP, from the DRDP. Otherwise, it's not a good observation. And then for the opportunities and possibilities, I want you to think about what you can plan, what future activity you can plan for that child. I want you to take everything you've learned so far in this class and apply it to an age-appropriate activity based on the observation of that child. And what would be the next step in that child's development? What could be something that child would be really excited about doing? And so the pitfalls are, it's not a time to tell the child what to do. It's not a time to make them do anything. I want you to think about what you could set out to provoke the learning, to invite the child to experience something, invite them to explore something or practice something, but we're not telling them what to do. We're not looking on Pinterest and choosing something for them to copy. We're taking what we've learned from this class and applying it to a curriculum activity for the future. And so you might say, next week I'm going to set out blah, 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 because I saw that you were really interested in blah, 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 right? And so you want to connect to what you observed, to your knowledge about curriculum design, and say, I'm going to set this out. I wonder what you're going to do. I wonder how many times you're going to jump in the puddle. I wonder how many paintings you're going to make, whatever. It should be open-ended. Open-ended questions, because we're provoking learning. We're not telling children what to do. We're inviting them to explore and experience. and just be excited about life because we're celebrating. This story is a celebration of their development. Okay, so let's see what you can do.